Goals galore in the Milan derby as Inter Milan put 4 past AC Milan to top the table. But who's going to be top of the league this Valentine's Day? Juventus, not too far behind. We'll talk about it next. That's right, folks, back once again with another prediction video. This time we're taking a look at match number 24 out in La Serie A, and we'll get to that. That's right, folks, back once again with another prediction video. This time we're taking a look at match number 24 out in Serie A, and we'll get to that in just 1 second. If you're new to the channel, where the heck have you been? Smash the old subscribe button, keep you bang up to date with all things Blackburn Rovers related. La Liga. That's right, folks, back once again with another prediction video. This time we're taking a look at match number 24 out in Serie A, and we'll get to that in just 1 second. If you're new to the channel, where the heck have you been? Smash the old subscribe button, get you bang up to date with all things Blackburn Rovers related, Serie A related, world football related. We're going to all hear under Waldowski. That's right, boys, it is Valentine's week. Get your love on, boys and girls. Get your love on out in Serie A, boys and girls. I'll tell you who's getting the love on. It's Inter flipping Milan. Woo! They are top of the pops, boys and girls. They are pop of the pops. I'm pumping out the love for you, boys. That's right, because it is Valentine's week. Inter Milan, going big this week. Let's not talk about it. Let's take a look at it, folks. See are the games that we all took part in last time out in Serie A. This is the criteria, just like every week. 0 to 3, you're in the shit-faced gang. 4 to 6, you're in the straight-faced gang. 7+, you're in the top banana. I tell you what, though. It's not been a great week for me prediction-wise. I've got a lot on my mind. I just had the big studio move down the basement. Got a dentist this week. Hence, you know, yeah. Anyway, so Roma lost. It was an early kickoff, early doors. 3-2 win for Bologna. Actually went the other way with a 3-1 win for Roma. Wrong. Fiorentina lost at home to Atalanta. Got this one. Bang on the flipping nose, boys. Yeah, that's right. I think, have they got the new manager yet? Torino, they lost to nicest guy in football, Sampdoria. So that's good for Ranieri, getting themselves moving in the right direction. 3-1 win for Sampdoria. Actually went with a 1-0 win for Torino. Hellas Verona upset the apple cart with a 2-1 win over Juventus. Actually went with a 2-1 win for Juventus, so I got that one wrong as well. Sassuolo picking up a 2-1 win over Spal. I went with a 0-0 draw. Shit show there continues to me. Genoa picking up a 1-0 win over Cagliari. Actually went with a 2-1 win for Cagliari. Again, shit show continues. Also continues here with Lecce picking up a victory over Gattuso's boys. Easy peasy. 3-2 win for them. Actually went with a win for Napoli on this one. Brescia and Udinese with a 1-1 draw. Actually went with a 1-0 win. It's absolutely dreadful week. Lazio picking up a victory against Parma. 1-0. Actually went with a 2-1. And I did get the last one. Bang on the flipping nose, boys. 4-2 win for Inter Milan over AC. I called it, boys. Zlatan on the score sheet, but unfortunately, little to no avail. 2-0 lead they had for Inter Milan to come back into it and snatch all 3 flipping points. Anyway, I'm in the shit-faced gang, boys. I'm in the shit-faced gang. I've been the shit-faced gang. Was it La Liga? I think it was La Liga. Or one of them. One of them was in the shit-faced gang. Anyway, this is the criteria. This is you guys at it. Nassim Karanka, you're in the shit-faced gang too. And you, Italian Devil, you're also pretty shitty as well. Mira did okay for himself. Weo QPR, not too bad indeed. Shirish Limbu, you're also in the stink-faced gang, boys and girls. Omaji Monday, you're also joining us in the shit-faced gang. Nathan Heaver, you're also joining me, so let's not get too ahead of ourselves. Yannick Buster, you're also absolutely honking as well. Giancomo Calarulo, shit-faced gang. That's all I'm saying to you, buddy, old pal. Miles Austin, you did okay for yourself, so I'm going to give you a bit of a round of applause. Pacheco Vasic, 22 hours that says, but you're in the shit-faced gang. You're in the shit-faced gang. Giancarlo Sorelli, shit-faced gang as well. Ishman Oja Boss, also in the shit-faced gang. No, did alright for himself, but let me back that sucker up. 3 days. Okay, I'll allow it. Ahmed 29, you're also, you did okay for yourself as well. Zut Pez, you're in the shit-faced gang. And Anika Koch, shit-faced gang. That's right, so don't. Yeah, whatever. We're just been shit this week. It's been a shit week. It's been a shit week in the old predictions. Anyway, this is what the table looks like. Look at Inter Milan sitting pretty. Just the 1 defeat this season. Juventus have got 3. Sarri ball could be over. Could be over before it even began. Lazio, though, 1 point adrift as well. 53 points. Oh, it's getting tight at the top. Atalanta, 42 points. They're looking good at the moment for 4th. Roma, 5th. Hellas Verona, up to 6th. Bologna and the rest of the gang. Napoli down at 11th. AC Milan at 10th. Down the bottom is Spal, Brescia and Genoa Genoa, they're going down at the moment. So let's get going, folks, and take a look at these Love weekend fixtures. That's right. It is all about Valentine's Day, boys and girls. Who's going to be in love and who's going to be not in love? Who's going to be heartbroken? Yeah, there we go. That's what I'm talking about. So we're going to open the floodgates, open the love with Lecce up against Spal now. The last 6 between two sides. I've only got the last 2. And it's been 2. It's 1 win for Lecce, 1 win for Spal. Last time they played in Lecce, it was a 3. In fact, they've never played in Lecce. Not for a while anyway, not according to my records. The last time they played earlier in the season, it was a 3-1 win for Lecce in Spal. Goals on that occasion came from Marco Mansoku. He got himself a brace both from the penalty spot, and Marco Calderoni on the score sheet for Lecce. Federico Di Francesco on the score sheet for Spal. Heading into this, Spal have actually lost their last 5 of the last 6 matches, both home and away. So it's not looking good for Spal. Lecce on the flip side, picking up a monstrous victory against Juventus last time. Napoli 3-2 winners just last weekend or this week, past couple of days. Bookmakers odds on this one, they go 11-10 for Lecce. 12-5 is the draw. 12-5 is also the away win in favour of Spal. So let's have a look at the table at the moment. Lecce found themselves 17th spot on the board. Back-to-back wins for them, actually unbeaten in 3 of the past 4 games, both home and away. Spal are bottom of the table, 15 points on the board. A win for them could see them leapfrog Brescia, put them back down on the bottom table. They've only won one game of the past 6, so it's not looking great for Spal at the moment. And that's where my money goes. I'm going to go with a Lecce 2-1 win in the end to take the points and, again, move a little bit closer away from the drop zone. Could go as high as 14th in the table for Lecce. Next up, we have Bologna up against Genoa. Well, Bologna's doing good up into 7th at the moment. 3 wins on the spin at the moment for Bologna. Looking good right now. Just 1 defeat the past 6. Genoa on the flip side, not too shabby. A couple too many draws perhaps. 2 defeats of the past 6 for them heading into this. A win away from going into 17th spot, depending on what goes on with Lecce. According to my eyes, they're going to win. So Bologna against Genoa, last 6 between the two sides sees 2 wins for Bologna, 1 win for Genoa, 3 draws along the way. They played earlier in the season. It was a 0-0 draw. In fact, was it 0-0 draw? Yeah, it was a 0-0 draw in Genoa. Nothing to get excited about in that game. Last time they played in Bologna was a 1-1 draw. So these two sides drawing irregular. Genoa have actually failed to win their last 21 away matches in Serie A. Bologna have actually won the last 3 matches. So if you're going to go anywhere, you're going to go with the home team on this one. Bookmakers go 4-5 on for Bologna. 13-5 is the draw. 10-3 is the away win. A win for Bologna in 7th. Could see them rise 1 spot to 6th. That is Europa League football. A win for Genoa in 18th. Could see them rise above Lecce into 17th spot. So tough old boots this one. I'm going to go with a 0-0 draw. This smells like a draw. They've drawn the past two occasions. I'm going to make it a 3-peat. Another draw on the cards. Big one this one though. Atalanta 4th up against Roma, who are in 5th. A win for Roma could see them leapfrog Atalanta into that Champions League spot. So much on the line on this occasion. Let's take a look at the last 6 between two sides. It actually goes 2 in favour for Atalanta, 1 win for Roma, 3 draws along the way. They played in Roma earlier in the season. It was a 2-0 win. Duvan Zapata and Martin de Roon on the score sheet for Atalanta there. And they also played Atalanta last season. In Atalanta it was a 3-3 draw. Goals galore, 6-goal Barnstormer. Eden Zeko with a brace. Stephen El Shari gives Roma a 3-goal lead. Timothy Castagna, Rafael Tolby, Toloi and Duvan Zapata once again to level the scoring 3-3. Last Atalanta have actually scored at least 2 goals in the last 3 matches. Roma have actually scored at least 2 goals in the last 3 away matches as well. So they've both been finding the back of the net quite frequently as well. 17-20 on for Atalanta for the victory. 16-5 is the draw. 5-2 is the away win. If Atalanta were victorious, they could get a few more points on the board and maybe start to negotiate or anticipate or even consider the challenge of top 3, but right now I think they just want to maintain top 4 at the moment. It's a tough one, this one, but I think I don't know what I've gone with. I've gone with a 5-goal Barnstormer in favour of Atalanta this time with the home form to take it in the bank. Moving into Sunday's matches, Udinese up against Hellas Verona. Udinese still in that relegation discussion, actually not good form at the moment, without a win in 4, 3 defeats of the past 4 as well. Verona on the flip side looking absolutely tremendous, unbeaten in at least 6 games. Heading into this go, the last 6 between two sides, 4 wins for Udinese, 2 draws, 0 wins for Verona, but they did play in Verona earlier in the year. It was a 0-0 draw back in September. Verona actually drawn their last 3 away matches, so they could try and make this 4 on the spin. Udinese's home form heading into this is pretty decent though. 1 defeat of the past 6. They picked up victories at home against Sassuolo. Cagliari picked up a draw against Napoli. Big Bologna, and also beat somebody. Looks like a lower league club in the cup. Whereas Genoa's away form is pretty wobbly. They have drawn the last 3. They also picked up a victory against Spal, but they did lose against Atalanta way back when. To give you the odds on this one, Udinese are 13-8 for the home win, 11-5 is the draw, 7-4 is the away win for Verona. Heading into this, a win for Verona could see them close the gap to 5th. Would you believe it? It'd still be a little bit away, 2 points adrift if they were to be victorious, giving it up to 37 points. Udinese on the flip side there in 15th, a win away from going to 13th. Big old task, this one. I like Verona. I think they'll get something out of this game with a 1-1 draw. Moving on to Juve, the champions, Sarri ball, into second spot at the moment, taking on Brescia this next weekend. Should be a stone-cold home win, you think? Last 6 between the two sides, 4 wins for Juve, 1 draw and 1 win for Brescia. That win for Brescia was back in 2007. It was a 3-1 win in Serie B. That's when Juventus were going through the turmoil. Stefani with a hat-trick. Alessandro Del Piero, the goal scorer for Juve back in 2007. However, earlier in the year, they did play in Brescia. It was a 2-1 win for Juve. Juan Chancellor and Jan Chancellor, big fat OG, and Marin Prjanjic, the goal scorer for Juventus. Alfredo Donnarumma, the 1-0 goal scorer for Benrahma. For Brescia. Brescia have actually failed to win their last 8 matches. Juventus have actually scored 2 goals in 10 of the last 11 home matches as well. It is home form, and Juventus are actually undefeated in the last 32 home matches heading into this. Bookmakers go with it convincingly, 6-1 on in favour of Juventus. 6-1 is the draw, 14-1 is the away win. Stone cold home win, methinks. I'm going to go big on this one as well. I'm going with a 3-0 win for Juventus to take the 3 points and maybe get themselves. It's a tough old boot for Inter Milan to regain top spot this week. Anyway, moving on to Sampdoria up against who are they up against? Fiorentina this weekend. Last 6 between the two sides. 2 wins for Sampdoria, 2 wins for Fiorentina, 2 draws along the way. They played in Fiorentina early in the season. It was a 2-1 win for Fiorentina. Goals on that occasion, Jermaine Pezzella and Federico Chiesa for Fiorentina. The goal scorers for Sampdoria, Federico Ponazzelli and Jason Murillo getting himself sent off on that occasion. No major stats to get excited about on this one. However, 3 defeats on the spin for Fiorentina, losing to Atalanta, Juventus and Inter Milan. That's a bit of a running though, isn't it, right there? They did pick up a victory against Napoli and Atalanta earlier, so they're not complete walkovers. Whereas Sampdoria on the flip side, just 2 defeats of the past 6 in all competitions, losing to Napoli and Lazio as well heading into this. Bookmakers odds on this bad boy, 7-4 for Sampdoria, 11-5 is the draw, 30-8 is the away win. A win for Sampdoria, who currently find themselves in 16th. They need a few more points, could see them rise to 14th. Fiorentina are in 14th, a win away from going up to 13th above Torino. Tough odd boots. I like Sampdoria as well on this one. Going to go with a 2-1 win for Ranieri's boys at home to take it 3 points in the bag. Next up we have Sassuolo up against Parma. Parma coming to this in 9th, Sassuolo at 12th. Sassuolo looking decent at the moment, 4 games without a defeat, 3 wins out of that 4 as well. Parma on the flip side, a bit wobbly form at the minute, 1 win out of the past 4, a couple of draws in that mixture as well. The last few games between two sides, 0 wins for Sassuolo, 3 wins for Parma, 1 draw along the way. They played in Parma earlier in the season, was a 1-0 win. Mehdi Bonrabia with a big fat OG, deep, 95th minute, that bad boy. Last time I played in Sassuolo was a draw, and that was last season. Parma have actually conceded at least 2 goals in the last 3 away matches, so they're not looking good away from home. Bookmakers will go with Sassuolo 90-20 on for the home win. 5-2 is the draw. 14-5 is the away win. A win for Sassuolo, who are, where were they in the table? They are down in 12th. Could see them rise potentially above Parma in 9th. And speaking of Parma, if they were victorious, they could see themselves climbing to the top 6. That's how tight it is in the middle of the pack. It's a tough one, this one. Really is. I'm going to go with a 2-2 draw. Plenty of goals in it, though. Plenty of drama. 4 goals in it. 2-2, 2 apiece. A point shared in the end. Next up, we have Cagliari up against Napoli. Cagliari, you know what? Usually I would say the wheels would come off and all that kind of good stuff, but up against Napoli here, away from home. And Napoli just look a little bit ropey at the moment. They did lose last time out against Lecce, but before that was back-to-back wins for Napoli, completely against my run of play. I just don't like Gattuso as manager of Napoli. It's just not a right fit. Not a right fit. And I think this could go in the favour of Cagliari. I really do. Their form is still woeful without a win in a while, at least 6 games. They did lose last time out, but before that was 3 games unbeaten, but they were all draws. Heading into this, 1 win for Cagliari, 5 wins for Napoli at the past 6. They played in Napoli earlier in the season. It was a 1-0 win for Cagliari. Lucas Castro with the goal. Koulibaly getting himself sent off late in that game. Last time they played in Cagliari was a 1-0 win for Napoli. Milic on the score sheet back in 2018. Bookmakers odds on this one, they go 40-5 for Cagliari. 40-5 is the draw. 6-5 on for Napoli. I would avoid that. If you're a gambling man, I'd avoid that. I'll drop that like it's hot, baby. Oh yeah, I can't remember what I put for my prediction, but I'm doubting it. If I've gone for a Napoli win, which I don't think I should have gone. In fact, I'm going to just reveal it. I've gone for Napoli win there. I would scratch that. Let's get the old pen out. We're going to do a live scratch off of that sucker. We're gonna scratch that off. I don't like it. I don't like it. I'm going to go with a 2-2 draw. So we're going to change that on the fly. I've decided it's going to mess up the table. But anyway, I'm putting a 2-2 draw. I've changed my mind. Doesn't look like a 2, but we're going to go with it anyway. So yeah. I've talked myself out of it. I don't think Napoli will pick up the victory. If they pick up a 3-1 win now, I'll be pissed. Anyway, moving on to can I get off the pen mode now? How do I get off the pen mode? Okay. I think we're good. So next up is Lazio. We're going to enter the game of the weekend right here. It is the game of the weekend. Last 6 between 2 sides. 2 wins for Lazio, 3 wins for Inter, 1 draw along the way. They played in Milan earlier in the season. It was a 1-0 win for Inter. Danilo Di Ambrosio with the one and only goal on the 23rd minute. Last time they played in Lazio, it was a while back. It was a 3-0 win for Inter. It was last season. Cardi with a brace. Brozovic as well on the score sheet. Heading into this, Lazio have actually won 30 in the last 15 matches, both home and away. Inter Milan have actually won 9 in the last 11 away matches. So these are tough old boots, these bad boys. And it's going to be hard to call this one. 30-10 is the bookmakers' odds for Lazio. 12-5 is the draw. 2-1 for Inter Milan, the current leaders of the division. Heading into this, though, Lazio are just 1 point adrift. It is tough old boots. They are looking very, very good. In fact, I'm going to pop open the stats here. Take a look at their fixtures in abundance. In fact, it wasn't that long ago they did suffer defeat. They did lose to Napoli not too long ago, but before that, their last defeat was all the way back. In fact, last league defeat was all the way back in September to Inter Milan. That's right. That's what I was looking for. It was a 1-0 win. So that was the last time they besides the Napoli defeat, which was a couple of weeks back, back in of January, which I don't think was in the league, to be honest with you. I think it was in the cup. It was in the cup. So the last defeat in the league was Inter Milan all the way back in September. Yeah. So this one's a tough one. I don't know what I've gone with here as well. 2 defeats all season. Inter Milan just the 1. Will they make it will they get the revenge this time out? Get your predictions in nice and early on this bad boy. I'm going to go with a 7-goal barnstormer in favour of Lazio to really put a bit of a spin on the old division here. This could rip it right open. Going in favour of Lazio. 7-goal barnstormer. 4-3. I never do 7-goal barnstormers, but I did today on this one. So, monstrous win for Lazio. Next up, finally, we'll wrap it up with AC Milan up against Torino. 2 sides needing some points on the board. AC Milan 1 win in the past 6 between 2 sides, 2 wins for Torino, 3 draws along the way. They played in Milan a couple of times already. In fact, they played in Milan in the Cup as a 4-2 win for AC. Hakan Çalhanoğlu with a brace. Zlatan Ibrahimovic on the score sheet as well. And Giacomo Bonaventura for AC Milan. Bremer getting the 2 goals for Torino. They did play in the league earlier in the season in Torino, or Turin. 2-1 win. Belotti with a brace. Pierre Platek with a penalty score for AC Milan, and Pepe Reina get himself sent off now at Aston Villa. Torino have actually lost the last 4 matches in the division, recently changed their manager, or at least fired their manager anyway. AC Milan are actually undefeated in their last 5 home matches, so they look decent at home. Bookmakers will go with it as well. 30-20 on for AC Milan. 14-5 is the draw. 17-4 is the away win. That is Torino, boys. A win for Torino, 13th spot. There were 4 defeats on the spin, not looking good at all. AC Milan on the flip side. Well, a win for Torino could see them potentially go into 11th. A win for AC Milan in 10th could see them rise to 6th. That's Europa League football, boys and girls. I'm going to go with AC Milan on this one. 2-1 in the end. Not convincing, but do just enough to get out all 3 points. But anyway, let's just say, between you and I, all that these predictions come on in, except for the Napoli score. I'm going with a 2-2 draw. This is what the table would look like. Napoli would probably be down a couple spots because of that. And who else were they playing? Who were they playing? Cagliari. Yeah, so it would be about the same, give or take. Juventus would lead the way, 57 points on the board. Lazio will be in second, 56. Inter Milan will be in third. Atalanta will be in fourth. Roma, fifth. Verona will be in sixth. Down the bottom is Spal, Brescia, and Genoa. Going down, boys and girls. So that's that. Get your predictions in nice and early for Serie A matchday number 24. And we'll be back again for matchday number 25 next week. Get your predictions in. Also, make sure to check out the old description. Links to my other social media platforms are in there. Twitter, Facebook, and of course, Patreon. Make sure you want to check that out. If you don't know what Patreon is, check it out. It's a way you can support the channel in another level. And also, make sure you bang that thumbs up. Bang the subscribe, get this video up there in the old YouTube algorithm. We do it all again very, very soon. Until then, I gotta go. I got a frog in my throat, but I still love you this Valentine's Day. Ciao for now. Thanks again for watching. Please like, share, and most importantly, hit the subscribe button to keep you bang up to date with all things Blackburn Rovers related, Championship related, football related. We've got it all covered right under one roof. And while I still have you, please be sure to check out some of the old videos scattered along here. I hope.